Hi there, this is Maureen from Color Me Positive PLR, and I just wanted to do a video to show you how you can make these coloring pages unique to you. So I'm on photopea.com, and anybody can use this. I know a lot of people don't have Photoshop, so this is a Photoshop-like online editor, and anybody can use it. Windows, Mac, doesn't matter. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull up what you want to fill. So we're going to take this princess and fill in her dress with a pattern so that she'll be unique. Now, you can use the patterns that were included with the pack, or if you have other patterns that you love or have created, you can use those. Choose whichever way you want to do it. So what we're going to do is come over here first, click on the magic wand, and I'm going to choose what we would like to have a pattern in. So I think I'll do her top, and then I want to choose other spots here. So I'm going to hold down the shift key and click where I want to make the image transparent so that I can put a pattern behind it. And I think I'll choose here too. Okay, so once you've done that, just hit delete. And now you have your transparency. So I'm going to click outside the image to get rid of the selection. Now I'm going to come back up here, go to the Move tool, click on that, and I'm going to come over here. I already have chosen a pattern, so I'm going to click on that pattern, hold down the mouse key, and drag it over to where the princess is, and then just drop it in there. Then I'm going to come over here to my layer palette, and I'm going to click on the princess and drag her above the pattern. There you have it. So now she's got a pattern within her. I'm going to click on the background pattern again. Now I want to make that a bit smaller, so I'm going to click on the shift key, come up to the corner, and drag that pattern in a bit so it's a bit smaller. I like it filled the way it fills it better. And then just click on the pattern here with your mouse and you can move it around to where you choose. Okay, so I like that. Now if you want to zoom in, hold down the control key and click on the plus key on your keyboard so you can zoom in and see it a little bit better. Okay, and then if you want to zoom back out, just hold down the control key again, hit the minus or dashes. Okay, so there, now you have a filled coloring image that will be unique to you. And what you're going to do now is flatten the layer. Okay, takes a little while online. Okay, so now you have an image. You can save this and just have this image on its own as a coloring page. Okay, or if you'd like to put it on top of a pattern, you can do that as well. What you need to do is make the background transparent. So you're going to come over here, click on the lock, because you've flattened the image now, and doing that will create a layer again. So come on over to your magic wand tool, click on the background, and it will select it, and then hit delete. And then I'm going to go to select, inverse, image, trim. And then I'm going to click outside the image to get rid of the selection. And there you have it. So you have a transparent background now. So what you can do is go to your Move tool, click on that, click on the princess, and drag her over to wherever you want on whatever pattern you want to put her on. So I don't want to do that one, I want to do this one. So here. Then I'm going to drop her in there. And I'm going to hold my shift key down and make her a bit smaller. So they'll have more of the background layer to color as well. And then you come up here, hit your check mark, And if you'd like her to stand out a bit more, double click on this layer, her layer, and then come on over here and click on drop shadow. And here you can play with the controls to see what you like. So I'm going to leave it like that. So we're just going to zoom in, and there you have it. A totally unique coloring page to you. Okay, so that's one way to make the images unique to you. So I'm going to close these out, and I don't want to save them. And I'm going to show you how I put together a coloring page from different elements from this pack specifically, but if you have others, you can use them with these as well. So you just go open from computer, and I'm going to grab this unicorn. Now make sure it's a PNG file because you want the transparent background, and I like this guy. So I'm going to grab those two. You can hold down your control key and then click on whatever images you want to open so you're not doing it one at a time. And that will load both of them. Okay, so I'm going to use these two unicorns to create a unique coloring page. So I'm going to come over to File, New, and I'm going to come down, make sure it's inches. So what I want is a coloring page, which is usually 8.5 inches by 11, right? And make sure here it's 300 DPI, okay? Because you need that for the printing, otherwise it'll be all pixelated. And then just click on Create. So now you have your coloring page, and this is what I'll be working in, okay? So I'm going to grab this little guy. So I'm going to click on him, hold it down, and come over to the coloring page I want to make. Now I want to make him smaller, so I'm going to hold my shift key down and just drag him in, and then hit the check mark up there. And I'm going to go get the other unicorn, and I'm going to click on him, drag him over, drop him on that coloring page, and then I'm going to hold my shift key, drag him in, okay, and hit the check mark. Okay, so now I want to add some text to this. So I'm going to come down to my text tool over here, the T, click on that, and then click on the background here. Okay, now I'm going to type in May You Always Have. And that's really small. But up here, you can choose your font and the size, the color, and I'm going to click on that right away, make it centered. Now I want to make it much bigger than that. Oops. Actually, I click on your Move tool once you've typed it in, and then come back to the Text tool. It seems to work better on this for some reason. So see how small that is? But up here you have all the controls, right? So I'm going to make it big, much bigger. Okay, and I want the word center, so I'm going to come over here, click on that. And I want to make these words so that people can color it. So what I can do, I'm going to make this white. Don't worry, it disappears because I've just made it white. And then you can double click over here on that layer and go to stroke. Okay, so that will outline your text. Now, we want to be on stroke so we can see the color, and we want that stroke to be black. Okay, and on the outside, and I think I'll make it about 7. 6 or 7 is good. And I'm going to click OK. Now I don't like the font so much. Let me see if I can find a better one. So you can come over here and you'll see a ton of fonts. And I think, yeah, you can actually load your own fonts if you like. So I'm going to choose a different font. When you want them to color it in, you'll want to choose a thicker than normal font so they have space to color it in. Okay. Kind of like that one. Okay, that's good. So, yeah, I like that. So I'm going to move that up. Put that over there. And go back to my text tool. And I'm going to add more text down here. Okay. And I'm just going to, it's in white again, so that's why you're not seeing it. Just click on the check mark, and then I'm going to go back to the text, come up here, and I'm going to make that black. Okay. And then we have that. Now, for this, I'd like to use a different font as well. So I'm going to come up here, and I think I saw one that I kind of like. So there we go. I like this one. And I'm going to make that a bit bigger. And what you can do, you can play around with your text as well. Here you can come up to warp, and you have different styles here. So there's none there. You can make an arc, see what it does. So just have a play around with that to see what you like. I think I'd like it like that. Yeah. Okay, so I like that. Just going to let that settle. And then I'm going to click on the move tool. Move that down. Come over to this layer and just move that over a bit. Okay, so that's a pretty cool coloring page, right? But it seems a little bit disjointed here. So what I might do, I think I might like to make this kind of like a thought bubble almost, right? So I'm actually going to come back to this little guy. Over a bit. I'm going to hold my shift key down and pull it in just a little bit. Okay. And hit the check mark whenever you make some sort of change. Now I think this would look really cool as a thought bubble, so I'm just going to make a few circles. Come over to your shape tool down here, and I'll choose ellipse. Now to make it a perfect circle, just hold down your shift key while you're drawing it out. So I'm just going to make a small circle. And if you come up here, you'll see where the shape tool is. Now I want the fill to be white, and I want there to be a stroke. I'll click on the red. I don't want it red, I want it black. Okay. Let's see. And the stroke is 5.4. You can also make it into, you can use this, you can use dashes or change it into dots, but I prefer the line. Okay. Make it a little bit thicker so you can see it better. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to draw another one. I'm just going to hold down my shift key. I'll just draw it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to draw another one over here. All leading up to the unicorn. Okay, so I'm going to move that one. I'm going to go to the move tool and just use the arrow keys to move it up and to the left a bit. And there we have it. So that's another way you can take the elements and use them and create totally unique to you coloring pages. And if you'd like, you could fill in these as well before you put them on here. Just do it like we did in the first half of this video. So I hope this gives you an idea of how to create great coloring pages. And if you need any help or have any questions, just hit me up in the Facebook group or send me an email. All right. Thanks for watching.